I know I'm catching everybody off guard tonight by going live tonight, but Sunday night's not going to work out, so that's why we're here tonight. Sorry about that. And bad connection. It shouldn't be. Hopefully not. Trying to get the card to play nice and the computer won't see it. So I tried setting up the computer to do it, and I cannot get the computer to do it. Hi, everybody. Did I get this set to see text? Let me see. All checks. Hey, Jerry. How you doing? Yep. Decided if everything works out, Sunday's going to be a busy day, so I decided to go live tonight. Yep. Mike, I decided to change it to tonight. Because tomorrow's not going to work out. I've got to go. I got to take Squirrel to work at her new job. Then I got to take the kids to go get furniture. I've got a YouTuber coming by. And then I got to go after a pickup frame. Oops, I wasn't going to say that. I found I guess the cat's out of the bag on that one. I goofed there. Finally found a frame for the O2. The gray one, so we're going to work on that. Start working on that. Get that going. So how's everybody doing tonight? I'm glad you checked too, Mike. I was going to ride with the wife to take Mom back home, but I decided not to tonight. I fell asleep riding in the car earlier, which reminds me, just ate supper with the kids. Grandkids got baptized today, so that was good. You know nothing. Hey, Roadside Dan. Hi, how you doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good weekend. And I'm trying to live stream from home because our internet provider said they fixed it. So hopefully we'll see. 9 trains. Woo! So we got some video coming from you eventually, Mike? I know it's kind of weird to do this on a Saturday night, but yeah, I thought, well, I don't want to miss a live stream this week, so I got it on. So I bet you most people are. Oh, got pics? Okay. Papers. Still fighting it. That's it right now. That's with all the meds in. 261. It ain't one thing, it's another. Yep, we had a good baptism. Mom was down. And, let's see. Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's on here. He was talking to me. I don't know if you're on here or not, Carolina man, but scoping out motor parts and that, and let's see. I gotta go home. Got another mail call. Thought I had them all caught up yesterday, and we got one, so I'm gonna just a second. Move you guys here for a second. Do. I know you've been talking about what in the world did my computer do? I typed out the word live and all it put up there was E. Not lice on it. Goofy computer. Yeah, I know tonight probably a lot of people watching football games and that, so Yep, it's been one heck of a week. Lots going on. Trying to get things done. I still haven't heard from the 72 shit. As Carl said, call him Slick. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, I doubt if I'll get very many people in here tonight because, like I said, I'm kind of off schedule, and I wish I would have got more pictures of that race car hauled. He sent me pictures already today. He's almost got the thing fixed already. I mean, it wasn't as bad as what the guy before him thought, so. Yeah, I wish I could have got the computer one to go. Then I could have invited people up on here and. Anyway, this one here is from Oklahoma. Let's see. I have this one here. Welcome to whoever just joined. I see the numbers just went up. Doing a mail call right on the live right now. Hey Rod, here's your sticker. Stick it. Hey Larry, welcome. How you doing, man? And here's who just told me to stick it. There you go. Carolina man. He's got that Mustang he's working on that looks like that. I don't think it. Yeah, his is a convertible. So there you go, Carolina. If you're here or you watch it, there you go. I got your sticker. Thank you. Hey Larry, your car sounds real good now. Really, really good. Did you go through the valves again and get that adjusted? Larry Z24 finally brought his car to life after all this time. It's nice to hear those new old Chevys come back to life. When wife got back, I had to come home and do something. And I'm like, where'd my water bottle go? Hey Terry, how you doing down south? And we just come home and it was still laying in the street where I got up in the car, so nobody messed with it, so I'm still drinking it. Whoops, dropped it. Yep. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no problem, Larry. You've been struggling with that car for years, and now that it's finally coming to life, you'll be cruising around in it soon, leaving rubber behind. Oh, I don't even have Squirrel here tonight to help. She went with Mom to take Grandma back home. Hello, everybody that's just joined. I know it's not Sunday night, and we were supposed to set our clocks back. There's Carolina, man. Hey, Carolina. I don't know if you've seen it. Were you in here in time? Oh, what the heck. You told me to stick it. I'll promote you twice. There you go, Carolina. Yeah, Larry, I'm about ready just to pull the water pump and everything off the front of the 72 Chevys as motor and just put my stuff on it and get that thing running. I want to hear that thing run. Then I got to get the 454, then I got the Ford Ranger. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. So, yeah, I know I got a package coming. I got one package today. And, hey, Jerry. How you doing there? This old one is going to probably join the other one in the drawer now because this one showed up. And got the big battery. It's got 442 minutes on that battery, so that's more than what the record time on the camera is. And they kept saying it needed batteries. I got her cheap. And the reason it was flashing is the hard drive. I've never been able to fill the hard drive on mine. The hard drive on this was filled with somebody's vacation. I got the original box that came in, so somebody didn't steal it and pawn it. But the whole vacation was there. I actually did make a special file, saved it and that, and then deleted it, and guess what? No more flashy lights, so hopefully we got a lot clearer picture now. It's not gonna... Oh, that's weird. Whoa! Yeah, it came with two batteries. It's got the small battery, and then I suppose they had the big battery for their vacation. And told the wife, she goes, "Well, why don't you just don't delete them?" I said, "Well, got going through. I'm trying to figure out where they went. They got some pretty interesting pictures in that. So one of these days I'll go through, see what's all there, and who knows." But just reading up on text here. That's where I wish the camera... this is what I'm stuck with, and I'm trying to figure out it wants a decoder and all that. Yes, these cameras I got have a 16 gigabyte hard drive internal, and then it also came with a 16 gigabyte flash drive that works with this camera, or whatever the heck you call those now. I don't even remember. Scan disk, and this is full of pictures. They stopped giving decoder rings years ago. So yeah, and they thought it needed new batteries. So they let it go cheap, and I was like, yeah. And then what's going on with this one, as you can see, the cord's breaking. The focus works when it wants. I just haven't had the guts to tear one of these apart yet to see how they're made, to see if it just needs a good cleaning, put it back together and make it work, or what I'm going to do with those. But yep, these seem to work the best, so now I'm looking for a new lens for this. And these are the Sony's DCR-SX85s. That's the ones I like. I don't have to mess around with new hardware, software to get them going. And I've had a few calls about this. People have called and told me their horror stories, and that I'm not impressed with it yet. Oh! And then, wife's car got a thing here today. There's a recall. I never even thought about it. Her car's got the stupid Takata airbag in it. So we gotta go to the dealer now and see about getting that fixed. So, okay, the model number is a DCR-SX85. This is what the box looked like. And from the date line that the videos were made, this was used from June 3rd of 2016 to June 17 of 2016. It was just used on their vacation. A couple of gals that took off and took a vacation somewhere. Oh, the HDR X35, okay. Close. We're close. What else we got to do? Yeah, this week with my numbers, I didn't get nothing done that I wanted to. I wanted to have a lot more done, and hey, maybe maybe I can do this. Show you guys what he's gotten done. Okay, this is what. Okay, come on. Let's see. And it kind of shows up. This bar here had to be replaced. And there it is being there. And there's that one. Now I'll go show you what it looked like here. If I can find them. What did I do? No, I want pictures, not the internet. Here it is. There's what it looked like the night I picked it up. That's all smashed in. That's been in. That was bent so bad that it snapped the pipe in two and all that. So that's what he's been fixing on the race car. So I guess if I'd known he was up there today, I would have, when we went by, I would have, the wife dropped me off for a little bit, I would have hung out there for a little bit. Hi, Caitlin. I got an email from him, Caitlin. I think it's coming to me. I think. From what I understood. I gave him all my info on that. And I told him if he wanted to talk with you. I don't know if he did or not. But, and thank you very much, Caitlin. And for you people that don't know, Caitlin won a video giveaway, channel giveaway. And instead of keeping it for herself, she messaged me and she said, hey, I'm paying it forward. So thank you very much, sweetie. That was nice. And I told the guy, I said, hey, I know you don't know me. If you want, you can talk to her, verify my info, and all that. So thank you very much again. And did you see in the shout out yesterday, you and Larry Z24, I gave another shout out for and got you up on the cabinet with the others. And I got another one. Yeah, I did that yesterday thinking, okay, I got everybody's. And then Carolina sent me one. Leave last night. It's in the mailbox at the farm. So I just got Carolina's shout out done. Hopefully I'm seeing all the chat. Come on. So how's everybody's weekend been so far? And then, like I said in the one video, I've been thinking about doing some kind of giveaway myself. I should have done that when I hit the 1 million mark on views. I don't know. I kind of like to do a good size one. Okay, yeah, I think it was last night's video I did, Caitlin. And you really blew me away the other night when you sent me that message, and I'm like, huh? What? Took me a little while to figure out what you had won and passed on, and I'm like, oh, okay. I really appreciate that. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody else is doing live streams tonight or not, but like I said, I would have liked to use my computer and maybe opened it up, but I just, nah. I was using the real computer was as easy as using the tablet or the phone to go live. Just a couple of clicks and you're gone. You've got 18,700 views? Yeah. Yeah, I'm up over 1 million. I think I've already cleared. Well, I'll tell you right here in a second. I haven't checked for a while. Come on, computer. There it goes. Oh! It wasn't that long ago that I cleared 1 million views. I'm up to 2,165 subscribers as of right now. And I have 1,167,427 views already. You got 8 subs now, Roadside Dan? I think I subbed to you now, didn't I? I hope I did. I'm sure I did. Hey, Greg, how you doing out there? Heard you were getting a little snow the other night. Okay, that's what I thought, Dan. I was hoping so. We'd need to try and get some channels growed. Get you guys catching up to me. It's kind of cool. I can't believe. I wish I. So I've had 167,000 plus views in the last. I want to say it was June, July when I hit 1 million. So since then, I've already had 160. Yeah, Mike, I've been on here since 2009, and I didn't get any views until the last 3 years. Or 4 years. Well, I guess I've been doing the car repair longer than that. I've been going back through some of my old videos. Some nights I find myself going back to my old videos and watching what I did and that, and I'm like, wow, the shop looked a lot better back then. And yeah. You get too many parts, and then everything starts stacking up, and next thing you know, you're buried in stuff. And let's see. No, I haven't heard nothing back. Okay. There's a 350 Chevy on Facebook for sale that a friend of mine pointed out, and I'm like, yeah. Hey, Redneck Railroad, welcome. How you doing? That's another guy that I think a lot too. I don't know if you got my message back to you. You apologize for your videos. Hey, my old videos when they first started, at that time YouTube only lets you put a 10-minute video up for I don't know how many videos, and I didn't know what I was doing. Well, I still don't know what I'm doing with these videos. But Greg, you had trouble with your truck? I'm taking? That's not good. That's not good at all. What happened to your truck, Greg? I must have missed out on that. I'm having one of those awkward moments right now. Squirrel, where are you? Come save me. Oh, wait, she went with her mom. See how she is? Oh, you want to put a 502 in your truck? Oh! Hey, okay, I had to read that twice. Sorry, Greg. Come on, don't fade out on me yet. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Greg, I guess it depends on how much of a basket case you got for a truck. I guess we can either bid it for a job, or I guess need fill me in on what you all got, and then we can go from there. Now, Carl, we just got done with the baptism, and then we had supper with the kids over at their place, and I decided, well, tomorrow, because like I said earlier in the show, Sunday's going to be really busy. Squirrel's got a new job. She is so excited about being able to go to work now. I'm glad. So I got to take her to work because Mom's already going to be at work. So Mom and Squirrel are going to be running. Mom's going to be cashier and Squirrel's going to be cooking. So that'll be interesting. And then I got a guy coming to put a door handle in, and he's going to make a payment to me because he owes me. And then somewhere in there, a YouTuber's coming by. And 4.3. Okay, bring the truck and all the parts. We'll get something figured out, Greg. I'll talk to you on Facebook about that. Got a YouTuber coming by. Then I gotta go help the kids go get some free furniture they scored. Get that back. Get hooked to the trailer. And as I let the cat out of the bag earlier, I'm going after a frame for the O2. Yeah, Carl, did you send that through the postal service or is that through something else? Every time I track it, it says it's not available. There's no information available. Anyway, the gray truck, the gray O2, has got a new frame coming for it this weekend. I'll run after that tomorrow if everything works out. So yeah, tomorrow, and by the time I get back tomorrow night, it's been too late for the live stream. So that's why we're here tonight. Kind of threw a curveball at everybody tonight and caught everybody off guard. I guess in a way I'm working hard to have a bunch of stuff to videotape. And I know Carl sent me another one. And if I can get good at it, maybe I could take the... Okay, Carl still... I suppose it just hasn't crossed over to the U.S. yet. That's why I'm not getting anything yet, Carl. I'll keep checking. If I could get good enough with the videos, I could set up 2 cameras like some people do, then blend the videos together and try and start getting multi-views or something. Those little 4.3s, for what they are, they do run hard for what they are. Years ago, when first time I ever rode a truck with a 4.3 in it, it was a 90. Let's see, I remember that was. That might have been an 89. 89, 90. A little black, step side. My friend and I, the dealer wouldn't let us take the truck by ourselves, so he went with us. We took off with it, and we're like, oh, what's this got? 305 or 350? And he goes, neither. It's got a V6 in it. We're like, what? Okay. I won't throw it away, Carl. So, yeah, we popped the hood. We called him a liar. We pulled over, popped the hood, and yep, there sat that 4.3 under the hood. My buddy ended up buying him. Boy, was that little truck a blast. It was a manual tranny. Looking back, he should have kept that thing. Because evidently there wasn't many of them made. So, yep, we had fun with that. There's a place over here called Climbing Hill, which used to be a real popular place to take your 4x4s and go out through the trails up there. And there was one hill you pulled up to the bottom, and you had to lay down on the dash to look up to see the top of the hill. We set up and looked at each other. My nephew and a friend was in the back end of the truck. I said, what the hell, let's go. We started up that hill. Halfway up, it's washed out, and we're like, uh-oh. My buddy says, it's too late now. We're going. We got through the washout, and I look back, and all I see is the truck bounce, and my nephew went up, and the truck was literally pulling out from under him, and my other buddy's holding on the front of the box and reached back, grabbed my nephew, and pulled him back into the truck as we're going up the hill. Got to the top of the hill, and my nephew was like, we're not doing that again. So, yeah, that was a fun place, and then somebody drinking and driving ruined that for everybody. Was out there and ended up getting killed doing stupid stuff out there. And flow mesh dual. Yeah, those. Yeah, the V6s ran pretty good. Even oh, what the heck? And I think the Indy cars even ran some V6s there for a while too. There's times I keep saying I wish we would have had one of these years ago when I was younger than that, but you know what? Probably a good thing because there's no record of the crazy, dumb stuff we done back then. I, I, we've playing chicken and everything else. I mean, yeah, we. It's amazing we lived to be this old so far. But, I don't know if you guys are talking amongst yourself or not. The chat comes and goes, and oh, the old big block 305 V6 that were in those old Chevy trucks. Yep, I know what you're talking about. Those things were huge. They'd move those old trucks. Oh yeah, I bet they were, Kaylin. Mike, are you? Yeah. I used to be going. Gravel. I grew up on the gravel roads, so gravel roads never have scared me until I got older. And then I just found out, went to school and found out how small little pieces hold your car together, and that freaked me out. Yeah, moonlit nights, 110, 115 mile per hour down the gravel road. Boom, kill the lights and boom, everybody in the back seat. Ah! Yeah. Then we got a spot west of town too. Uh, the road goes, and one buddy hit it at 110 one night, and he damn near drove into the other side of the hill. And the night I hit it hard, the last time I went over that hill fast, I had a bunch of people in the car, and my Malibu got nose heavy as we went over that thing. Oh, that's a weird thing. The girl in the back seat was going screaming, "No, mama!" She wanted her mommy right then and there. She never did ride with me again. I don't know why. Yes, it is, Kaylin. I mean, I use the way I kind of see why the old timers were mad at me back in the day. I'd come up to a corner and I was sideways going through the corner to shoot through it because I watched too much Dukes and Hazard. Yeah. Some of the stuff I've done with cars. Yeah. My stock cars, we used to have the manual trannies in them, and I think the last car we ran had 523 or 560 gears in it. Now, Carolina man, am I going to have to get somebody with a hammer to come thump you? You keep cussing like that. Now, you behave. You behave. We do not want that white stuff. We're not even close to wanting that stuff. Yeah, because if we get the snow like we got the rain this year, we're going to be in trouble. 74 Nova SS 350. Oh, that was another fun car. Those little Novas. Oh, yes. Okay, fine. Just don't get yourself in trouble with YouTube. They might ban you, you know. Gotta be. No, 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 no. Come on. Okay. Said very bad connection again. Traction control don't like that. I bet not. It's probably going ding, 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 ding at you. uh, oh, that was probably another rare car there too, being orange. Yeah. I like the meme that's going around. It says, at least I got to drive the cool cars, and that's true. There was a lot of neat cars back in the 60s, 70s, and even part of the 80s. Then they kind of went weird on us. Just looked up, kind of hard to use. I would have been looking out at the farm for that for a long time. Forgot to set that up there. Just better sit with my shop stuff to go to the farm. I'd show you my desk, but it's kind of an embarrassment. You got thunderstorms and rain out there right now? Wow. We got fog here, so okay, fog here. January, February, March. Ooh. That's showing for March. Old wives' tale around here. Foggy days, 90 days from that first fog is a precip of some kind. So March could be getting to be a snowy, wintry mix. Oh, that old green. I remember that, Jerry. A couple of kids in school had those old green Novas like that. They were just crazy. Yeah. Box truckers, am I? Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that on YouTube videos. Semis, tractors out there doing donuts, and I'm like, holy moly. Wow. Oh, got some more. Okay, Carl, I just got your messages there, so yeah, I got that. A gremlin? Uh-oh. My sister ran over. Got all your messages? Yeah, I got the tracking number, so. Okay. I got to answer a question here. Somebody just asked me about some parts I got for sale that I'm trying to sell. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, and Carl, you're saying call him slick because he's always quick and gets the parts. That might kind of stick. Hey, snow's fun. My parents learned that they should have let me drive the winter before I got my license, though. I won't forget that day. The old 75 Malibu Classic. Drove it to school that day. Drove it to school that day and left school, and hey, what's this white stuff on the road? Okay, I took a corner like normal. Never drove on the stuff. I didn't know what it was going to do. Took the corner like normal, and my butt in, come around, and that was the end of safe driving for a while. For half hour after school, I was going down the street, spinning and doing 180s, going back the other. Oh yeah, 2 days later, the local cop come and found me. Yeah. Let's see. Locking the crank. Nobody's talked to me about my ad, and now here I go live, and now they're talking to me. So hopefully I haven't missed it. See if that sells. If that sells, I'll be happy. Well, Carl, who says we got to put it in the box? I like going up to Port Huron once in a while. One pickup to another. I don't know what you'd have to do to get it across the border, but... Oh, 2 foot of snow? Yeah. Well, that first snow I got to drive in, it was, probably a couple, 3 inches. I mean, it had the streets completely covered, so I had a blast. But local people that lived on those streets didn't think it was fun. But hey, I didn't hit anybody, and I never bounced it off the curb. Hey, Gary, how you doing? Oh, Gary. Nice to see you. Oh, jeepers. I'll have to. Okay. There is. Yeah. Okay. One of the guys just had to leave and go to work, I guess. Seems like that's what happens to me when I get doing something else, then everything else starts to fall into place. So the good word is I'm still above ground and not pushing any daisies yet. Getting some work lined up and finding a few parts and still alive and kicking and just trying to get this medication stuff all straightened out. So everybody's alive, everybody's doing good, and we're having fun in the live stream. I threw it off a night. Usually I do them on Sunday night, but tomorrow night's going to be busy. So I figured I better do one tonight because this kind of becoming a fun thing to do. You got to figure out what I got to do with my computer so I can get a better. Come on, tablet, be nice. So I can get it. Well, Gary, I had a job, and after 5 days, they convinced me that it was better for me to maybe give up right now and try later if I get my health to improve. So, unfortunately, I had to step away from that because after that, working those 5 days, it took about 2 weeks before I could walk again. Yeah, Jerry, I really, with what's going on with me right now, at the beginning of the live stream, I checked my blood sugars. I was at 261, and that's with all my medications in. So I took some more of the insulin, and we've been talking for 45 minutes now, so we'll see if it's come down or if it's still up. It just don't seem to want to. Yeah, Carl, I know. Yeah, nobody. I ain't worth going to jail over. So yeah. Somebody tell me what's going on. 296. I'm still going up, and I've taken all the medicine that was suggested for me today. I've gone from 261 to 296 in 45 minutes. I don't know. I really don't know. And the sad thing is, most people that I know around this area, they get to the number where I'm at right now, they're in the ambulance heading to the hospital. I know it don't add up, Mike. I don't. The only way I can keep it down is if I don't. And literally, when I called them the other day, literally, I took my 2 potassium pills and my gabapentin. 3 pills. With water. And I went from 134 to 165 in 20 minutes. 3 pills and water. Started going up. Yeah, I don't know. And usually when I'm like that, I'm sick. But I haven't gotten sick. And well, guess what? We can get an update on the race car. I knew I should have went with the wife. I could have sat there for a little bit. Wait. There it is. He's already got the bars going back in that car. Look at that. Hope he sent another picture. I probably got to back out to get that. Yep. Oh, look at that. There you go. He's getting her back together already. Gonna be a ready and safe race car to run. So yeah, and I'm not seeing what's starting to frustrate me too. Nope, there's no placebo. Well, oh yeah, that's that fake stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I missed something. What did? Do I got a different tester? I do, but I don't have test strips for it. And oh, somebody else come in. Who did we miss? Oh, hi. Hey, Ten Hills, how you doing? Talked to you last night on Facebook. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. It does. Um, I'm doing okay, but as I just checked my blood sugars, in the 50 minutes I've been talking, I've gone up from 261 to 290 or whatever. I can't even remember. Okay, camera's down here. This is what they gave me. It's Lantus. They're in individual boxes. And he's got me taking 120 units of this 3 times a day. So yeah, it doesn't make a difference what I eat or drink. Kaylin's here. Yep. So yeah, I'm kind of worried because I tell you the other day, and it doesn't make sense with the diabetes when I kind of finally figured out a little analogy. When you run a motor on high octane fuel, it gets used to it. You bring it down to lower octane, and it's kind of like, it'll adjust. And that's what I was having trouble with a couple days ago. I started out the day at 134. I kind of felt good, but I had a headache. Oh, God, did I have a headache. And then, next thing I know, it shoots back up. That's why they added this. Excuse me. They want me to do this. He gave me enough samples. It looks like it's going to get me about a month through. He wanted to see if that would help. And then you read the side effects from this. Some days you wonder. So yeah, I mean, going from 134 to almost 300, then back down to 145, then back to 270. I was starting to feel that inside that day. That was yesterday. I went through that. No, yeah. And see, that's the other thing I'm noticing more too. I can't remember what I just did recent, but I can tell you where every board, nail, toy, and that was buried or placed, or what I did on the farm. But if you ask me what I did 10 minutes ago, I can't tell you. Last week, I can't tell you. But you give me a year or two later, then it all comes back to me. But for working on Motorworks, as Larry has said, he wonders, how do you know which parts go to which motors? And that, I just do. I still do. Even with the mess I got in the shop now, I know where everything goes. If somebody else would walk in the shop and try figuring that out, they'd have a mess. They would have a mess. Oh yeah, better see if that guy answered me back on the motor. Oh, I got another. Woohoo! I got another person hitting me up. Oh! It's my buddy that I bought the parts Camaro off of. Help me lose weight. I got home and was reading up on them. Oh, yeah, that would too. I didn't realize that's the guy that was had it. Okay. So yeah. Sorry, I look away, then I get. Yeah, I keep referring to the door of the fish. Oh, look at something shiny, and then gets totally off. Get off track. So I always amaze you with that, Larry, huh? By the way, Rod, you are worth it. Oh, okay, Carl. What did you go and do? Now you got me wondering. Uh, yeah, Larry, if you ever got by here and actually seen the shop in person, you'd probably really would go start scratching your head. That's the other thing I've been kind of thinking about. Got another YouTuber. He went by the name of Iron Man. Hopefully he'll be coming back soon. He's finally getting his health turned around. And he's talking about coming down this next summer for a week. So I guess once I know that's going to be a go, I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing a picnic for ones that could come and get here and maybe do a meet and greet and have some fun out at the farm. Raise a little hell, see how much trouble we can get into. So I got some plans in the works. I just got to get them finished and going. And disconnect that so that can charge. So yes, I will say this: prayers definitely worked, and he needed them here not too long ago. That's all I can say on that. So, so yeah, Iron Man. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. Back to making videos, and shouldn't be using that. It should be done. Trying to shut off my. Okay, there. Now it can be disconnected. You can't tell me, Carl. Don't make me have to get my passport and come up there and see you. What's that? The wife got talking about that tonight. She says, we really need to get our passport. I said, yeah, we do. Oh, Caitlin, with you being that close to me, I mean, you're only about a 2-hour drive away. If meet and greet happens, we'll figure out how to get you up here. No, I don't want to do that. What the heck are you doing? Yeah, it'd be a little bit of a drive for you, Jerry. That's the problem. Like the wife said, what the heck did we... Just tonight, she says, yeah, that's the problem. We live in the middle of a cornfield. Take you most of a day to get here. Oh, if I knew people are coming, I might talk to my cousin and have a fresh slaughter. We'll get some real Iowa steaks and that, and some hamburgers made, and have real food. I'm streaming from the tablet right now, Pop. Because my phone, every time somebody calls it. God, what the heck? I can't. Yeah, jeez. Okay. Okay. Cool. I did have him in my thing. Ah, going to send me something funny. Okay. Yeah, Pop's there. He's working on something. There you go. Hey, Jerry, there'd be a good excuse. You say you want out of Canada. I got a piece of paper here. We could paint it green and make you a temporary green card. Oh, I'm bad. I'm bad. Sorry. Make sure this if it's charging. So yeah, I've kind of want to do that, and the wife. I already finished that. Okay, I'm getting. Okay, that was loud. Oh, okay. Pops has already sent it this way. Ah! Hey, Pops, you care if I share that one? That is funny. I want your permission before I show this. So, you tell me if I can show this right now. You send me that bird. Oh, okay. You send me the bird. I'll grill it up for. Yes, that's what my wife. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Getting passports. Wife's like, we need to get those. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't something. There's what he just shared a funny with me. And you know what? I don't have anything against any brand or anything. I've owned them all. They're all going to break down and cost. Let's just having fun. Oh, cool, Greg. Oh, that would be fun. Holy moly, that'd be a that would be fun there, Greg. He just shared the picture of the truck that he was talking about putting the motor in. My mother-in-law and the wife want to go up to Canada. They came across some train ride they want to go on, and we're starting to get some fellow Canadians that we'd like to go up and see in person up there. Um, and I wouldn't mind going to Canada for a visit. I mean, we literally a stone throw away there, up there at Port Huron and Sarnia, and hey, that'd be cool too. There, Carl. Yeah, get it all rigged up and have a good old time out there. Let you guys experience the wife's cooking and see if you all think she. My wife's got a heck of a following. She goes to when she got out of the first gas station years ago. London. Hey, Jesus, I can't even. CJ, Jesus, I just had a brain lapse, big time. Now I made my. Lay down, Thank you. Hey, CJ, how you doing tonight? Well, when she left the gas station, they found out she was cooking at Walmart at the time. Everybody started following there. And then she went back to this gas station now, and everybody's followed her over there. And the first gas stations tried getting her back. Must miss some. Doing, well, I'm still above ground, CJ, and still can't get my numbers under control. In the hour that I've done my live stream tonight, I've went, yeah, train rides, yes. Oh, hey, you even brought that up. That's something, too. If we had enough people interested, we could go down to Boone, Iowa, and go over the Kate Shelley Bridge, I think it is. They got train rides down there. Okay, Pop. Uh, there's a train ride place down there and a train museum and that down there around there. So that's what the wife and I are trying to get to, where we can finally go doing exploring ourselves. Yeah, Kate Shelley High Bridge. Yes, it is. And Squirrel, when she was little, I guess they have no guards, leaned out over it when they were out there on the bridge. My wife said she about had a hyperventilation problem. Crystal had no fear. I don't think Crystal would do that nowadays because she don't like heights now, but yeah. So yeah, there's all sorts of things we could end up doing around here. Depending on the time of year, we could end up, since we can actually have fireworks for right now yet, unless they finally ban those again. Yeah. Oh, when we were going to Iowa City all the time, we found a museum down by the one of the hospitals there, and wife and I went through that. That was pretty good. Thanks for stopping by, Jerry. Nice seeing you when you can. And God bless you, and may things keep getting better for you. And you have a great week Sunday, and a better week this week, and a great week this week coming. What else? Let's see, the 72 Chevy motor, that's there. Oh, yeah, yesterday, that's what I did. I've got the other head for the 454. You're welcome, Jerry. 454 all washed up and ready to put back together so I can start getting going on that 454. So while I've got the 72 or Slick's motor running, that is kind of catchy. While we got Slick's motor running, I'll be working on the 454. But I found a new temperature gauge for the engine stand. I got a tachometer now from another guy, and we'll get that hooked up and get that motor nice and warm and broke in and make sure everything's set. And my fear is the guy that put the heads and intake on for him glued the valve covers on. Not sure. Hopefully he just glued the gasket to the valve cover but not glued it to the head. If he did, that's a waste of a gasket because it hasn't been run. You never know. You more than likely have to adjust the valves. Larry had to go through his valves a couple of times, so who knows? Excuse me. Oh, really, Mike? Yeah, I've been looking for a tack for my engine stand. Somewhere along the way, when I got out of racing, my parts that I was supposed to get back never got back, and they were gone, so I didn't say much. This is like I drank a bunch of water over there. I've had about 4 of these bottles today. We make it through the winter, make it till next spring. Lots of things can change by next spring or summer. It's the timeline we're kind of hoping to shoot for, so that's all I got. Like I said, a lot of things in the working. I don't know. I really would like to build 1 or 2 motors and either raffle them off or donate them somewhere and have them raffled off. But I know another YouTuber went to do that, and a whole bunch of people tried creating a stink, and I don't know. I guess that's one of those things I'd have to go talk to the lawyer and see what our local laws are about that, or how that would work going through the internet, or I wouldn't mind raffling something off. Get a nice motor, put it in your car, and have fun with it. See how long it takes you to blow it up. And I've thought about doing that as a video thing Friend of mine always keeps telling me, why don't we take all the used parts you got laying around and throw one of the motors together and see how long it's going to run? And I've kind of thought about that. You know, I've got some cracked blocks and I've got some of this. I got a crank that ain't the best. And actually build a grenade motor for the purpose of blowing it up and destroying it and see how long it would run. And whoever had the closest guess wins something. And so, I don't know. That's some ideas. I want to have some crazy fun. And, I don't know. The 72 engine going in the truck. You did the video on that. Yes, that's the motor that's going into that 72 Chevy. Unfortunately, I guess somebody has spoke for his old motor, so we will probably never know why it was running so rich out the driver's side of that motor. I guess another person already spoke for that, so I guess we won't have that as an option of running it and doing a diagnosis and do a tear down to see what it was. Actually, to see what was wrong. So, yes, that motor now on the engine stand is scheduled to go into the 72. See the roadkill episode where they got a Jeep running where... No, I have not seen... Yeah, the old motor really ain't that bad of shape. I'm thinking... What I'm really thinking is wrong with that old motor... Because when I was in there the other day, since the temperatures are getting colder, it is leaking antifreeze out the front of the intake. So I got a feeling, my guess is, the intake gasket's bad and it's running, it's got a vacuum leak and it's not running like it should, and that's why I can't quite get the carburetor dialed in. So, the front of the motor is getting wet with antifreeze at the corners of the intake. So that's telling me the intake gasket's shot. But he's got this new motor to put in it, and I did find out that once I get that truck in my position to work on it, it cannot sit outside. That is one of the stipulations with the insurance he has on it. So that's fine and dandy. Where I'm going to be working on it, it's be inside. So. Well, Carl, let's see. Just a second here. I'll bring it up here to show you. If you got YouTube, whoa! Hey, shut up! Shut up! I'm glad that didn't have any voice. Okay, if you got YouTube on your phone, you go to your account. Come on, don't white out. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right there will be a little movie button. You click on that. And it gives you the chance of going live or record. If you want to do a short video on YouTube, you hit the record. Then you do your video and that. When you're done, you just do your titling and that, and then you can upload it from there. So, yeah, come on, phone. Rotate back. So, yeah, go to your movie icon, and then there's your choices going live or recording. So, that's how you can do it with your phone. I don't know how long a video you could do or what, but that'd be what you do. Okay, since you did. Oh, and Carl, I will open yours on video. I know you told me not to, but I had already won this before you said, but I did get another one to match what I got. Bigger battery. Well, it came with 2 batteries, and So so far this has got a nice clear picture on it. So hopefully the video quality improves. So when you told me not to, I'm like, uh-oh, well, it was already on the way. Got her cheap. They thought it needed batteries, and what it was is, so, like I said earlier, somebody bought this in 2016, used it to go on vacation, and the whole thing ended up on eBay. The hard drive in the thing was full. There was no room to put any more on it. So I'm testing it out, and video recorded the kid's baptism. That went nice and smooth, and that's kind of another thing that, you know, I'm doing a lot of things what doctors told me years ago I was never going to get to see to do. They told me I wasn't going to ever see my kids grow up, let alone graduate high school. They told me I wasn't going to stay walking. Here I am still walking. I've got grandkids. I got one kid out of school. And I now got to see Squirrel get her first job. So I'm now got to see my first grandkids get baptized. Unfortunately not in our church, another church, but that's fine. So I've got to see a lot of stuff I was told I was never going to get to see or be able to do. And here I am still going. That's all you can do. There's a period in my life I'd like to get 2 years back, because before they diagnosed me with my depression that I had, I spent 2 years on computers playing video games. Okay, Carl, that'd be cool to see you. No. Unfortunately, we never did get an answer what happened with the Suburban motor. That's kind of why I'm pulling away from that machine shop, trying to figure out how to get him paid off. Okay, Carl. Get him paid off, and that's why I'm trying to get set up to do my own in-house stuff. No, I ain't even going to say that. We've got to move on. But I did think, thanks to Shake73, did figure out why the motor seems to be using oil yet, and why we never found the PCV valve in that motor. Because I think that year it was in the driver's side valve cover. And Chris came up with a test for that, and he says you take the valve cover off and you fill it full of oil, and if it runs out that valve hole, then you got to replace it, which you got to replace the whole valve cover, $110 valve cover. So oh, JVC? Okay, this one's a Sony. So that'd be interesting with the JVC. Okay. Cool. JVC's a good one. And I wish I would have got my hands on one of those VCR or DVD burners, because I've got the mini VHS. Yeah! I've got the mini VHS taped ones with some old footage on that I would love to get transferred over and share with you guys on YouTube. Even back when I was working on the back of the house and I had a little mini excavator here. Oh, that was fun. Cool, that'd be nice. I wanted the better sound and that, so I'm kind of. I'm going to be anxious for that box to get here then. Actually, I've got a few things coming from all directions. Wow, that's cool. Right now the farmland around here has been pulling about. It's dropped. It's back down around 62 to 6,500, I guess. But there was some land on the edge of town here. Everybody's shaking their head. One parcel brought $11,000 an acre, and another one brought 8,800 or almost $9,000. And everybody around here is like, "What are these people thinking?" And they were locals that bought it. Nobody can figure out what they were thinking. But otherwise, I just heard of another farm that just sold, and they had good points in that on the land production and that, and they got 6,500 an acre. So, yeah, there for a while, some land was pushing. When the land was really high, it was pushing up the one farm. A couple of farms around here sold for $15,000 an acre here about 3 years ago. And I guess evidently somebody needed a tax write-off to buy land like that. So, yeah, so the land, it's getting back down to reality. So the cash rent that used to be $800 now is starting to get back down to the two to $300 range per acre for cash rent. So. And unfortunately, I missed out on all the high rent because of the old bank we used to be in. There's no more. $24,000. Wow. Their pencils must be really sharper than anybody else's pencil. Oh, and I know, last weekend we were up in the junkyard looking for parts for Roger's car. While we were up there, my good DeWalt knife, I bent the tip and I went to bend it back and it broke. I'm like, oh really? You bend one way but you won't bend back the other. I tell you, DeWalt's got a heck of a warranty. I talked to the gal at the store and she says, yeah, well, I took it out, showed her. She goes, yep, it is broke, ain't it? Get yourself a new knife. Right there on the spot. I had a brand new knife again. Yes, trucks are... Wife and I, a couple years ago, went truck dreaming. Holy cree. $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 for a basic truck? I'm like... I'm seeing the prices are coming down on them now, too. Well, the package swears up and down this knife was now made in the USA. This one does. I'm pretty sure my first one said China, but the package said complete made in USA. I don't know. But until I broke that tip off, I didn't realize how much I used that knife. So I was glad that she said, yeah, go get yourself a new one. It's broke. Yeah, you kind of got a bum deal on that truck, Mike. That truck was kind of doomed because whoever worked on it didn't want to fix it right, evidently. That one should have just had the motor pulled and had a whole new motor put in, I guess. Oh, and I don't know, Brian, have you been in here? I got it here. I got to just want to include a note and get that sent off to you. Yes, my cousin's got a little Toyota. Well, it's not a little Toyota. It's about the size of a Chevy. He said he's pushing 300,000 and 300,000 in the transmission, the motor, everything's still original in it. He's had a couple of things replaced, but yeah, original tranny and everything in it. So you're looking at you probably push 300,000 out of yours too. Vinny's right. Yes, it does. A buddy of mine just shared an old wrecker winch. In the background's the part truck I need. Oh man. I know. I gotta quit taking on projects. I just gotta finish the ones I got. Yeah. But um, gotta have ideas. I gotta keep telling myself I gotta have a reason to keep going. So that's why I keep getting this stuff lined up and just trying to get it done. Another awkward moment. uh, it's amazing how fast I get talking on these things and having fun. And I know I've got another YouTuber. He's always wanted me to do a long video. I never had anything with a battery life long enough to do that. Well, this battery holds up here. I might be able to do a nice long video once. Real long. He wanted me to do one from the time of the day I got up throughout the day. I said, the camera won't last that long. I'd have her full. That would be full before I got even the work. It's hard to believe we're here in November. Oh, yes, and don't forget to set your clocks back tonight for the ones that participate in the clock setting backwards. So, instead of being 9:20 right now, it's only going to be 8:20. I wish I would do away with that. If ever really, when the noon whistle goes off, and if you ever look at a shadow to see where the shadow is, it's not noon. Not according to the sun shadow. That's why. I guess he really didn't want me to see the tow truck boom. He was like the red truck in the background. He was thinking the same thing I was. That's the thing too. I wanted to get my hands on some I-beam this summer and build an overhead crane out at the farm. Kind of build the crane first and then build the shop addition around it. Yeah, if everything goes correctly this next year, there will be a shop addition, I guess. Which would be great because I'd like to have about 3 stalls so I can get stuff done, and actually might put on a paint room too. It's not going to be the fancy downdraft and all that. It's just going to be a nice clean room to hour behind. Yeah. Get things set up, and that's why I'm. There was the Redneck Railroad. He messaged me last night, and yeah, I know I got to get a little more weight off, but I've got to get my legs to work, and which they are doing better. Yesterday was just the 454 owner come out and talked to me, and it was rough. I reached behind my back to do something right now, then, and as soon as I brought my arm back around front, I had instant cramps in my arm yesterday. But today, I was going to go out and work in the shop, but wife says, well, you going to ride with me to go get Mom? I said, the heck with it. I rode with her. And then, like I said in my one video, I guess I'm going to start taking the weekends for myself, and that's what we did this weekend. I really haven't done anything. But, yeah, tomorrow I wish I had somebody to ride with me because the wife's going to be working. Squirrel's going to be working. And I'm going to end up making the drive by myself, which that's okay. Southern Indiana. Oh, and I know that I finally figured out that, I've been kind of thinking I'm forgetting a car. I'm like, there's something. Well, actually, there are 2 cars, but the other person has. Uh, it's 2 cars I forgot. Well, one car I forgot, and the other car hasn't been brought up because he's fighting leukemia. And it was the. Yeah, I know, redneck. It's my mother-in-law's car, her 2006 Dodge Stratus. I gotta look up and see how much her rack and pinion is because the rack and pinion is now going out of this car. She took it to a mechanic up there because she don't want to drive all the way down here, and she don't want to bother me with going up and getting it, bringing it down, fixing it, and taking it back. Which that's okay. Mom, yeah, Mom's okay. But her mechanic told her, hey, the rack's getting bad in your car. That's why it's going. Well, then tonight she said something. I said, that's it. That's the car I forgot about. And so I got to look up to see what I got to do to change the rack and pinion and power steering fluid and all that. And so there'll be another car coming in that I got to work on soon. Would like to get it done before the snow flies, but that's the thing. Everything around here where I could actually go sit up in another building has been either demolished, tore down, or somebody else has already got it. So I just missed out on the perfect building. I was a day late to ask the guy. And nothing's still being done with the building, but they're starting to do things around the building, so no, don't be fair. Yeah, my Roger's stepdad has leukemia, and that happened the end of last year. Yes, or was it beginning of this year? I don't remember. He's been fighting. Oh, was it beginning of this year, this spring? So he's been fighting that, and they say they got him healed. Getting him healed up enough to where he was just told he could go back to work if he would like. So yeah, someday this is what I'm hoping to be having. Where is it? There it is. That is what my Z28 is supposed to look like. Hopefully I got it in there. Yeah, cancer is, yeah. Cancer has hit too close home to here. And that's what I've been scared with too. And the doctors are actually starting to, yeah. As my sister and her oldest daughter, my sister had the cancer started in the reproductive, and my niece had kidney cancer. So, yeah. Ooh. yeah, the cancer ads. I know people. Yeah. Anybody used Lucas oil treatment out there? If you have, did it help stop your motor from burning oil? A buddy of mine just asked me that. I'm like, I'm not sure if it would help stop it or not. It works? Okay. I'll let him know. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes the pills are worse than what. Okay, I told him that. Okay, now who messaged? Okay. Thanks, Pops. That looks cool if you're on here. Okay. I like that, Pops. That's cool. I'll keep that between you and I. Now they're testing you for lung cancer, Greg? Holy moly, you're having a whole. Greg, yeah, you're going to work the Guardian Angels overtime, buddy. Okay, Larry. I told him, and he said, okay. So, and basically, I did get the answer that I didn't want from him. I was kind of the guy I was hoping was going to ride with me tomorrow, but yeah, that's okay. um, so, any of you guys out there got any crazy builds going on, or motors you're working on, or any special projects you're working on? I this week, Carl, I missed a whole week was worth of work with what's going on this week, and I don't understand it. Um, I wanted to go, but my body said no. And by the time I got to where I was wanting to work or able to work in the day, it's 7 o'clock at night, and then my body's like, "You need to go home." I'm like, "No, I want to stay here to work." Okay. Uh, yeah, Greg. Um, the stack of papers today. I'm beginning to think Medicare didn't pay a dang thing. I'm like, I need to quit going to the doctors. Yeah. What do? You wake up, you got to do something. So keep going until the vultures come, I guess. Well, make it through till next spring and that, or summer. Open lawnmower too. Holy cow, Greg. Jeepers creepers. We ain't quite that bad, but I ain't far behind. A friend of mine just sounds like he's gets 8 hours of sleep, but he's still falling asleep throughout the day and that. And I'm like, yep, you're starting to show the signs of sleep apnea because his doctor wants to test him for that. Does anybody know if they still make Schaefer's oil treatment anymore? It used to come in a white bottle about that tall, and when you dumped it out, it was a nice green. I used to use that in my race motors all the time. Now I don't even know if it's made anymore. That's where I found out. When I got back into working on cars, all my cam guys I used to call up and have cams ground and that, they're like, "Oh, they passed away here." Oh, or they ain't no longer doing it, or. So yeah, and then it kind of hit me. Well, you do realize almost. Well, that would have been. Oldest is 21, so that would have been 16, 18 years had passed since I talked to those guys. They were old then. And, yeah, it seems like Lucas is the stuff to have now. Okay. And it seems like I think I got a friend on Facebook that's a Lucas dealer. One of these days I want to be able to call him up and place an order and get it here. I can move you guys back over here so I quit spacing off. And the other stuff I used to use in the race cars was Northland oil. It used to come in the black and red barrels, and new floors and trunk. Man, Carl, if I ever get my Camaro to where I can get it in the shop and start replacing stuff, I might have to have you come and help me. I know I could do. That's what's been hard for me too. I know I can do it all, but I can't do it all. I'm starting to figure that out. Until I get the weight off. Thank you very much for stopping by, Kaylin, and thanks again, sweetie. And somehow I'll pay you back someday, or somebody else for you. You really made my night that night. So, thanks for stopping. You take care. And God bless you. I lost my train of thought. Shoom! It's gone. It took off like a speeding bullet. Oh, God. I can't even remember what I was talking about. I hate when I pull that or do that. The Camaro. My big hands can't get into things, and yeah, it derailed big time, Mike. And I gotta get the weight off, and I want to get back to going to the gym, but our membership ran out, and I'll get back there. I was starting to enjoy that. And in the Book of Life, it's not meant to be right now. And I know one of the subscribers the other night says, "Do you need more sleep?" And I'm like, if I get any more sleep at night, I'm going to be. My problem is I fall asleep here at the computer, and then the wife will wake me up, and I go upstairs and think, "Oh, I'll just sleep for another hour or so." Get up and get going. 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up. I'm like, what? And nobody will wake me up around here. I don't know why, but when I tell them I got stuff to do and I don't want to sleep late, they don't wake me up. So, okay, Redneck Railroad. I've got a 350 that a guy got it from, ruined the cam during the break-in. Metal throughout the block, oil pump. Would you trust getting it all out to rebuild it or no? When the guys grind the cams down like that, and there was a kid here in town that had 2 cams go bad, and I finally told the guy that was talking to the kid, I says, if you had 2 brand new cams go bad back to back, the first one, he took the lobes off it. I said that when that happened the first time, that motor should have been pulled out and completely torn down and washed again and replaced everything in it before even putting in the replacement cam that they warrantied out. They warrantied the second cam, and I heard through the grapevine before he put the third cam in, that's what they did. They pulled the motor out, completely tore it down, washed it completely clean, and replaced all the bearings, cam bearings, everything. So if it ate a cam bearing off, then I don't know if you've watched any of my old videos, Railroad Mike. I've gotten in a little bit of a controversy. People are like, oh, if you line up the hole for the cam bearings, you're good to go. Well, I've explained my point of view, and I've showed motors where the cam bearings have been lined up so you just look down the hole and you can see the hole. I actually clock the bearings in like they're supposed to be. Because when the oil for the mains come from the top down, so if you make that oil go all the way around that cam bearing, and that hole is down at the bottom, how is the oil getting to the camshaft? It isn't getting any oil to the camshaft until the resistance from the main pushes it back up. So that's why the cam bearing holes have got to be up. When the block's upright, they would be at like 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock position. So, and a lot of the motors I get that come in that have been rebuilt by somebody, about every one, oh, cam bearing holes lined up, and the cam bearings are shot. So if you're going to rebuild it, Railroad, I would tear it all the way down, wash it out, have new cam bearings put in, and then put it back together. Because if it's that new, he shouldn't have chewed up the crank. But if the bearings did their job, what metal got into there should be embedded in the bearings and shouldn't have damaged anything. 1111. There's another one of those angel numbers. So yeah, Railroad, if you want to make it a good motor, tear it all the way down, start over. Get her clean. I think we'll squeeze 10 more minutes out of it and wrap up another live stream weekend. Yeah. I have tore down some motors that had a lot of metal filings, and we ended up just polishing the cranks, and everything was good. I mean, new cam bearings and new bearings, and washed the pistons down to get all the metal filings off them, and yeah, I'm heading for 2 hours already, Mike. It's hard to believe that much time's gone by. I'd tear them all down. I mean, a little piece of dirt can ruin a motor. I mean, Now, if it's something you're going to throw in a demo car, then that's a different story. Then you just throw another camshaft in, throw in a bunch of STP, and hope it lives. um, yeah. Let's see, that 5.3 motor, when we originally tore that down, it had a slime coming out of the oil pan, the original teardown. Then the second teardown, yeah, unfortunately, we never got to find out what that was ever about, whatever got in that oil. I keep forgetting to test my theory, because when he got it back, there was a bottle of power steering fluid and there was a bottle of motor oil under the hood. And when he had the problems, only the bottle of motor oil was there and the power steering fluid was gone. So I still want to take power steering fluid and motor oil, dump it together, see if it turns into that syrup that was in that 5.3 and see if that's possibly what happened. I just don't know. Other than using a little bit of oil yet, which, like I said earlier, that could be the valve and the valve cover. So, oh, he didn't. Come on, he had a solid. Oh. Solid lifter cam with hydraulic lifters. That don't work too well. That don't work well at all. Yeah, that eats cam lobes right quick. That takes them off right quick. So yeah, I don't know. What are you going to stick that motor in, Railroad? Leather belt for rod bearing. I've heard of old farmers doing that to their tractors. I've heard of one race team I raced with years ago, when we were putting the motor together, the bearings were coming out tight, and instead of taking the rods in, oh, it's just the extra motor? Okay. But rod bearings were coming out tight, and I was, what the heck are you doing? He got out a beer can and started cutting her up, and actually put shims in that motor to loosen it up. I'm like, you don't do that. We got 4 nights out of that, and 4th of July, she showed her true colors. It went up like the 4th of July. Oh, it had 202 heads on it? Ooh, sweet, yeah. Well, look careful at the studs. If he screwed up like that with a solid lifter cam, make sure he didn't do like the last set of double humps I got, where the guy put a big cam in and didn't have the long slot rockers on. Saw it halfway through the rocker arm studs. Yeah, I was like, where's all those metal filings coming from? Yeah, we figured that out. All the studs are about halfway sawed through because the rocker arms were cutting into them. Well, guys, did it sound like that video? That motor, I took those heads off. Well, we never did find out what it ran like, because I put it on the engine stand, was going to run it, and that's when I found the metal filings in the corner of the heads, and I started looking here and there, and next thing we know, we found out that the 327 that was built still had rust stains in the cylinder walls. They didn't even hone it out. It was machined, was left to set, and was full of rust. Okay, hanger straps to tighten a Ford Windstar. Okay. Well, thank you, Carl. Yeah, I enjoy doing these live streams, and getting everybody caught up on what the plan is, but not necessarily how the plan's going to go. The oil filter adapter has the whole plug, so all the oil has to go. Yep. I do that too. I put the pipe plug in that, so it's got to go through the filter. Well, that was good to get 8 months out of that motor. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know. Yeah, time changes. Was I only talking for an hour, but I actually talked 2 hours? Can't believe anybody's listened to me for 2 hours. I mean, I sure thank you guys. Just trying to have fun and keep everything going, and I guess it kind of helps me talking to you guys and fellow diabetics about what's going on. I mean, a couple of you have contacted me and talked to me. One even called me this morning. I think it was, I got a phone call this morning and said, "Hey, this is what oh no, that was last night." He called me. It's great. I mean, I don't have that kind of support around here with the diabetics. Everybody just kind of looks at, "Oh, just take your medicine, watch what you eat." And they're always screaming, "Oh, you can't eat that, you can't eat this, you can't eat that." Like the one meme I shared, I said, my pancreas may not be working right, but my taste buds ain't dead. So you can eat the stuff, you just got to eat it in moderation. And here, I guess 3 pills and a glass of water is all I'm allowed to have right now. Well, that was a low mileage van, bud. That did suck. I can't believe. Yeah, oh yeah. I kind of thought Mama Bear and Squirrel would be back, but no. It takes about an hour to get up to Grandma's, and yeah, that's where I'm at with this Ford Ranger. I got to work on. But if I didn't have so much going on tomorrow, that's what I would do. But I guess Monday I'm going to probably hit that because I got to get that motor out. Yeah, I know, Mike. I don't go without eating because I know I can't. But I tell you, up until they got me this Januvia, and that the other day I had something that happened to me I haven't had happen in a few years. I knew inside I was getting upset, and I knew I was getting mean. I literally knew I was going over the edge. Now, since adding Januvia and taking a little more insulin, it's calmed down. I ain't going through that. So, and I don't want to go back to those days. That was bad. As I literally had to learn to control my temper. Had this problem circled? Yes, they do. From when I was younger, I literally had to learn to control my temper. I used to just fly off at everything, and everybody would say right through here, they'd say, yes, that with the circle track motors. Yes, we have had a couple of motors claimed, but everybody would say they would watch my neck and see how far they could push me. They said once it got to here on my chest, they knew, but if it got down about here on my chest, they knew they went too far and stuff's going to start flying. I literally, we were getting ready. Yep, Carl. That's what, yes. 4 pistons were domed and 4 were flat, and we're like, what in the hell are these guys doing? I literally went over a tire gauge. We were getting ready to go to the races. Couldn't find the tire gauge. Come to find out, my dad had moved it. In the meantime, that made me mad. I picked up a paint gun and just whipped it at the wall, which happened to be where my buddy was standing. Just missed him. Because I guess he says he went to walk out the door to get out of my temper because he knew I was going to explode. And I guess when he went to walk out the door, that pissed me off more, so I threw the paint gun at him. Smashed the holy bejeebers out of it. So then that made me madder because I just ruined my paint gun now. So I went outside to try and cool off, and my dad said something and pushed me over the edge. I picked up a 55-gallon drum of motor oil. I was half full and chucked it at my buddy. And found the tire gauge, threw it in the truck, and we headed to the racetrack. After that day, I'm like, yeah, I got to learn to get my temper under control. So, and I've done a good job. And it kind of goes back to, if you want to make a change in your life, only you can make the change. Nobody else can. And I did. I decided what I went through, I was stopping with me, and I got it stopped. So, anyway, everybody, I guess I want to get off here, let this get uploaded, and thank you for stopping by and having fun with me and talking and kicking back and enjoying the night. And hope I've answered some questions for you and had fun. So, yeah, Mike, I bet you the cancer has. I don't ever want to experience, but I know with the family history, I've got a chance. Thank you, Redneck Railroad. You have a great weekend and week too, and may your health be blessed too. And Mike and everybody, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for listening to me talk, and y'all take care, and we'll see what we can get done this next week and get some better videos going again. And maybe, just maybe, I can find some room in the shop. So, thank you, Jerry. So, everybody, God bless y'all. Take care. Stay safe. And if you got somebody, a friend you haven't talked to in a while, give them a call. Check in on them, see how they're doing. So, thanks, Terry. You keep those race motors going down there. Maybe one of these days I'll have to come down and watch your race. So, all right, everybody. See you later.